in this video, we are going to discuss exercise 3.6, question number 2. The first question, Roman 1, there is a given word problem. We have to form or formulate this given word problem into a pair of linear equations, okay, into variables, and hence we solve the equations. No? So the question says here, Ritu can row downstream 20 km in 2 hours. Or Ritu can row downstream means when Ritu rows her boat down the stream, is it okay? Down the stream, she can cover 20 km distance in 2 hours. Is it okay? Ritu is rowing her boat down the stream. Then she can cover a distance of 20 km in 2 hours. And upstream means when Ritu rows her boat up the stream, up the river, then definitely her speed will be reduced, right? Then in 2 hours, she can cover only 4 km. Time is same, 2 hours, but the distance is different. So what are you asked to find out? Find the speed of rowing in still water or still water. Still water. That means, suppose Ritu takes her boat and rows on a lake. Lake. Example of a still water would be a lake or a pond, right? Water does not flow in either direction, no? So if Ritu takes her boat and rows on a pond or on a lake, we are asked to determine what will be her speed in that case. Because if Ritu rows her boat and goes down the stream, her speed will be more. If Ritu takes her boat and goes up the stream, her speed will definitely be reduced, right? So the question is asking us if in case Ritu takes her boat and goes in still water, means in a pond or on a lake, we are asked to determine her speed. And also we are asked to find out the speed of the water current. Okay, she's rowing down the stream, up the stream. So what is the speed of the stream? We know that river always flows downwards. So we're asked to determine its speed. With no information about that, no information about this also. So find the speed of rowing in still water. So let the speed of rowing in still water. You can just write let the speed of boat in still water, no? Let the speed of rowing in still water be x kilometer per speed, so kilometer per hour. Distance is given in kilometer, time in hours, so speed should be in terms of kilometer per hour. So let the speed of rowing be x kilometer per hour. You are also asked to find the speed of the stream. So, and let the speed of stream be y kilometer per hour. Now you see, when Ritu rows her boat in still water on a pond, she can go at the speed of x kilometer per hour. Is it okay? Now what Ritu does is, she takes her boat and took it on the river. She saw that the river is flowing down at the speed of y kilometer per hour. Now, on a lake or on a pond, her speed is x. Okay, she takes her boat and she goes, okay, she tries to row on the river. Then she, okay, observe that the speed of the river, okay, river always flows down, so the river is flowing down at this speed. Now, my question, if Ritu rows her boat down the stream, now, will her speed increase, decrease, or remain the same as that of still water? Increase, right? Definitely increase. By how much? By an amount equal to the speed of the stream. Is it okay? And if Ritu rows her boat up the stream, will her speed increase, decrease, or remain the same as that of still water? Decrease. It will decrease by an amount equal to the speed of the stream. Huh? Ritu is rowing upwards, river is flowing downwards, so the speed of the river will act as a resistance, right? Okay. So, downstream speed, let me find out. Downstream speed. Downstream speed meaning speed of rowing when Ritu is going down the stream. Is it okay? If Ritu rows her boat down the stream, what will be her speed? We have written as downstream speed. Okay, downstream speed. If Ritu takes her boat and goes down the stream, her speed will increase. It will increase by an amount equal to the speed of the stream. So it will be x plus y kilometer per hour speed, right? And the speed of rowing while going up the stream, I'm going to write upstream speed. Upstream speed. It will decrease, right? No? It will decrease by an amount equal to the speed of the stream. So x minus y. Is it okay? Are you following that? Yes. Now, Ritu can row downstream 20 kilometers in 2 hours. That means when Ritu rows the boat down the stream, she can cover a distance of 20 kilometers in 2 hours. Now what I'm going to write is, I'm going to write the time taken by Ritu, right? I'm going to express everything in time, okay? Time taken by Ritu in going up or down? Down the stream. Time taken by Ritu in going down the stream is given to be 2 hours, right? Now we know that time can be expressed as distance upon speed. What is the distance going down the stream? 20 kilometers upon. What is the speed for downstream? X plus y is equal to, you need not write the units, okay? We can just simply cross multiply this. So 2 times x plus y is equal to 20. I can cancel this out. 2, 10 times is 20. So your x plus y is equal to 10. This is your first equation. Now, the second part of the question says, if Ritu rows her boat up the stream, she can cover only 4 kilometer distance in 2 hours. The same thing again. If Ritu takes her boat and goes up the stream, she can cover a distance of only 4 kilometers in 2 hours. So time taken by Ritu in going up the stream is 2 hours. Time can be expressed as distance upon speed. This time distance for going up the stream is only 4 kilometers. Upon speed of the upstream is x minus y is equal to 2. So if you cross multiply, twice of x minus y is 4. That gives you x minus y, 2 times is 4, right? So x minus y equal to equation 2. We can solve equation 1 and 2 by any algebraic method. Here elimination method would be easiest. Okay, we'll simply add the equations because the terms containing y are opposite in sign. So adding equation 1 and 2. Your equation 1, x plus y is equal to 10. Your equation 2, x minus y is equal to 2. You are adding the equations, so plus y minus y can be cancelled out. So that we have x plus x is 2x, 10 plus 2 is 12. This implies x equals to 12 upon 2. So x will be equal to 6. So let's substitute this value of 6 in either equation 1 or equation 2. So from equation 1, x plus y is 10. we have x as 6 plus y is equal to 10. So y equals to 10 minus 6. So y is equal to 4. So x and y we have determined. We have determined the solutions for the given equations. Now let us interpret the result. X means speed of rowing in still water, right? Therefore, speed of rowing in still water is x, and x is 6, so 6 kilometer per hour. And speed of stream is y. We have calculated this for 4 kilometer per hour. All right. Yeah. So we come to question number 2, Roman 2. Question says, 2 women and 5 men can together finish a piece of work in 4 days. Means 2 women and 5 men working together can complete a piece of work in 4 days. While 3 women and 6 men can finish the same work in 3 days. Okay. Find the time taken by 1 woman alone to finish the work, and also the time taken by 1 man alone. So we are asked to find time taken by 1 man alone to finish the work, and that time taken by 1 man alone to finish the work. Now, so find the time taken by 1 man alone to finish the work. Means if 1 woman alone does the entire work, then how many days she's going to take to complete it? No? And if 1 man alone does this work, then how many days is he going to take, okay, to finish that piece of work? That is what is required. So let the time taken, or we can just write, let 1 man alone, or they are first saying about the woman, no? So let 1 woman alone finish the work in X days. That means we're assuming that if 1 woman alone does the entire work, then she will be able to complete it in X number of days. Okay? And 1 man alone finish the same work in Y days. That means if 1 man works alone, he can complete the entire work in Y number of days. Okay? Now, you see, 1 woman, if she works alone, she can finish the entire work in X days, right? Then in one day, how much part of the work can be done by 1 woman? Yeah, suppose it's like this. Suppose you can finish a piece of work in 5 days. In 5 days' time, you can finish a piece of work. Is it okay? In 1 day. Or in 5 days, you can finish a piece of work. Then in 1 day, how much work you can do? You will be able to do only 1 part of the 5 days work. Is it okay? So the same technique can be applied over here. One woman, if she works alone, then she can complete it in X number of days. Then in one day, she will be able to complete only one part out of the total days taken X. Okay? So I'm going to write here 1 day work. 1 day work by one woman. 1 day work by one woman will be 1 upon X. 1 day work by one woman means one woman alone, she can finish it in X days. Then in 1 day, she will be able to finish only one part out of the total days taken. Is it okay? One man alone can finish it in Y days. Then in 1 day, if this man works alone, then he will be able to complete only 1 by Y of the work. Okay? Are you following that? So 1 day work by one man. This man, he can finish the work all alone in Y days. Then in 1 day, he will be only able to complete one part out of the total days. Is it okay? Yes. Now see, in the first case, see, one woman in 1 day, she can do only this much work. Then if 2 women works alone, okay, we have to make sure that those 2 women does equal amount of work, all right? Then in 1 day, 1 woman can only do this much work, 1 by X, right? Then if 2 women does the work together, then in 1 day, how much they can finish? They can finish double of this, right? This is the work done by 1 woman in 1 day. So if you double the woman, they will double the work, right? Yes. In 1 day, 1 man can finish only this much work. So if 5 men works together, okay, they can finish in 1 day. How much work they can finish? 5 times of the work done by 1 man in 1 day, right? Is it okay? Okay. And they are working together, no? They are working together. They are working together. And when they work together, they can finish it in 4 days. Now you see the first part of the question. Okay. In 1 day, 1 woman can only do this much work. Then if you double the woman, they will be able to double the work. Right? So this is the work done in 1 day by 2 women. 1 day, 1 man can finish only this much work. In 1 day, 1 man can finish only this much work. Then if 5 men works together, they can finish, in 1 day they can finish 5 times of the work done by 1 man in 1 day, right? So 5 times 1. They are working together. So plus. Okay? Now if they work together, they can finish it in 4 days. They can finish it in 4 days. But this, what is this? This is the work done by 2 women in 1 day. This is the work done by 5 men in 1 day. Then together in 1 day, they can finish only 1 part out of the total days, that is 4. Are you getting me? So this will be your first equation, question number 1. Now the second part of the question again, 3 women and 6 men together. They are working together, 3 women. Now, in 1 day, 1 woman can only do this much work. Then if you triple the woman, they can finish triple of the work done by 1 woman in 1 day, right? Now, there are 6 men, okay? In 1 day, 1 man can only do this much work. So if 6 men, okay, works together, then in 1 day they can finish 6 times of this work, right? So 6 times 1 by y. Now see, this man and woman, they are working together. So let's add them now together. Then they can finish the work in how many days? 3 days this time. 3 days this time. Okay, you are increasing the number of men, number of women. So the number of days taken will decrease, right, to finish the work. Now this is the time taken by 3 women to finish the work in 1 day. This is the time. What is this? This is the time taken by 3 men to finish work in 1 day. This is the time taken by 6 men to finish the work in 1 day. Then together they can finish it in 3 days. So together in 1 day they will be able to complete only 1 part out of the 3 days work. Is it okay? This is how you have to understand. There is no other way. So see, 1 by x, 1 by y. Here also, second equation also we have 1 by x, 1 by y. This is not a linear equation. So as we have done in the earlier classes, we have to reduce them to linear. We have 1 by x here, we have 1 by x here, right? So let's substitute 1 by x as u. We have 1 by y here, we have 1 upon y here. So let us substitute 1 by y to be v. Is it okay? Why do we require u and v here? Because it's very simple. The first equation, let us say 2 times 1 by x plus 5 times 1 by y is equal to 1 by 4. See, we can show that this is not linear. So 2 times 1 upon x means x to the power minus 1. 5 times 1 upon y, 1 upon y means y to the power minus 1. Here the power of x is minus 1, power of y is also minus 1, which is not linear. So we cannot solve by the algebraic method that we have done in the earlier classes. So in order to solve this, okay, equations, first they have to be converted into linear. That is why we are replacing 1 by x by another variable u whose power is 1. And we are replacing 1 by y by another variable v, say, whose power is 1, so that your equation becomes linear. Alright? So in that case, your equation 1 becomes, what does your equation 1 becomes? 2u plus 5v is equal to 1 by 4. This is your equation 3. And what will your equation 2 become? Your equation 2 becomes 3u plus 6v is equal to 1 upon 3, equation 4. Now we can solve equation 3 and 4 by any algebraic method. We can try substitution here. So from equation 3, substitution means we have 2 equations. You choose one equation, let me choose equation 3 and find u. That value of e you will substitute in the other equation, right? From equation 3, 2u plus 5v is 1 by 4. 2u will be equal to 1 upon 4 minus 5v plus 5v, transpose it as minus 5v. So 2u will be equal to, if you take LCM of 4 and 1 is 4. 4 cancels out, so we have only 1 here. Okay, 4 divided by 1 gives you 4. So 4 times 5v is 20v. So your u will be equal to 1 minus 20v upon 4 times 2. So u will be equal to 1 minus 20v upon 8. So this is in another equation, equation number 5. So we have obtained u in terms of v. So this value of u we will substitute in equation 4. So substitute u is equal to 1 minus 20v upon 8 in equation 4. Your equation 4 is 3u. So 3 times u, 1 minus 20v upon 8, right? Plus 6v. Plus 6v is equal to 1 upon 3. This is your equation 4. 3 1 times is 3 minus 23 times is 60v upon 8 plus 6v is equal to 1 by 3. Is it correct? So if you take LCM, LCM will be 8. 8 cancels out, so we have 3 minus 60v. Here the denominator is 1. 8 divided by 1 will be 8. So 8 times 6v is 48v is equal to 1 upon 3. So this 3 as it is, minus 60v plus 48v minus 12v, right? Upon 8 is equal to 1 upon 3. We can cross multiply. If you cross multiply, 3 times is 9, minus 12 times is 36v is equal to 8. Correct? So minus 36v is equal to 8 minus 9. Minus 36v is equal to minus 1. Minus minus cancels out. So v is 1 upon 36. So v is 1 upon 36. Now this v we can substitute in equation 5. Then we get u as well. And knowing u and v, we can find out x and y again, right? So I'm going to rub this out. Now from equation 5, what is your equation 5? U is equal to 1 minus 20 times v. Your v is 1 upon 36 divided by 8, right? Okay. If you're having confusion here, I can simply do like this. U equals to 1 minus 20v, right? Divided by 8 means 1 by 8 times 1 minus 20v in order to make calculations easier. So 1 by 8 into 1 minus 20 times 1 upon 36. 4 5 times is 20, 4 9 times is 36. So 1 by 8 times 1 minus 5 by 9. You take LCM here. 1 by 8 times LCM is 9. Here denominator is 1. 9 divided by 1 gives you 9. So 9 times your numerator 1 is 9. Here 9 cancels out, so 5. So 1 by 8 into 4 by 9, right? 4 2 times is 8, so 1 upon 2 9 times is 18. So u is 18, v is 36. U is 18, or 1 upon 18, v is 1 upon 36. So we have found u and v, but that's not it. We want x and y, right? Now see, in the first case, you have substituted 1 by x as u, right? So 1 by x is equal to u. U is 1 upon 18. No? So if you cross multiply, this gives you x as 18. Alright? Yeah. And you have taken 1 by y to be v, right? So 1 by y equals to v is 1 upon 36. So if you cross multiply, y will be equal to 36. Now what does x represents? X represents number of days taken by one woman alone to finish the work. And y represents time taken by one man alone to finish the work. Okay, the answer is correct. You check the answer once. I think it's correct. Therefore, correct, no? Therefore, one woman, X represents one time taken by one man alone to finish the work, right? So time taken, I think women are more smarter because they can finish it in only 18 days. So therefore, time taken by one woman to finish work is how many days? Is X, right? We have assumed to be X is 18. So 18 days. And time taken by one man alone to finish work is how many days? 36 days. So that's it. So the man takes more time, okay, as compared to the woman to finish the work.